Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. The new update is finally out, so it's time to resume where we left off in the main game. And for me, it's been quite a long time. It may take me a while to find my footing. So the last thing that happened was that we're making our way through the Palace of the Gods, and they brought back the ghosts of Craig and Brianna to fight us, and that battle gave an absolute ton of AP, which Namida confirmed afterwards was basically due to a bug, but I can't exactly undo it now, so I've got that AP. In terms of skills, Harley has learned Revive Owner, which was the last thing he needed to complete his list. I've gone ahead and I'm trying to remember what I've done with. I decided that since Liana's techniques had proved pretty useful in the last couple of sections, I should give Alicia the use technique from now on. While she has the two trainers, she doesn't have both use technique and use special, but I can put the use special back on at any time and she will still have those skills, she doesn't forget them. And I've gone ahead and learned the entire list because I had enough AP for everything except Quick Attack, which is basically I'm never going to use this because Alicia doesn't have enough MP for it to be worthwhile for her. So I'll still get it when I have the AP, but that was a last priority. Ivy, however, I haven't spent her AP because I want to do this on camera, so that I can explain my choices. So the thing with Ivy is she has both white and black magic, and I want her to have a bit more of both. Black magic, there's not very much point in getting the elementals because Aisha has that covered. Although we have had some hints that the party will split up soon, and I need to decide how I'm going to do that, who's going to be on what team. Probably Ivy and Aisha will split up because they're my two strongest and most well-rounded characters. So in terms of white magic, Curona is partially already covered by Ivy's blessing, but that does take a turn to charge up, so I may as well get this. I certainly want Revive Owner. Not so much bothered about that, and in fact that's all on the white magic list. For black magic, Pain inflicts multiple status elements, could be a useful thing to have. Don't see much use for those, so I will in fact go for the elementals. And let's go straight for light and dark, because Aisha doesn't have dark at all. And in fact I can already get all the elementals. So there's still a few things left for Ivy to learn, but I've got all the things I was most bothered about. Anyway, with the new update, of course there is more content if I go further into the dungeon, but there's also more in the world outside if I go back, and I do want to do that first. Oh, another thing we got in the last episode that I don't think I've talked about yet, is the Theft Master ability, which makes steals are guaranteed to succeed. Now, I've given this to Liana instead of Alicia, just because she had more slots available for it. And hello, who's this? Not exactly what I was expecting. But since they have only 33,000 HP, it shouldn't be too hard to take them out. Oh right, that was just a random encounter, that wasn't actually this thing. Ah, bet you thought I was gone, didn't you? How many times are we going to fight this? Hey, now just wait a second. This is bullshit, I've been bothering these guys since day one and all I get is this lame regular boss music. Craig and Brianna got their own damn unique music. Can I at least get the hard boss one? I'm hard. That's better. Alright, let's fight. Oh boy. Nothing to steal. Aisha doesn't have much in the way of helpful white magic, so just go straight on with attack. Probably weak to light. Okay, that thing is strong. Yes, it is weak to light. And it has plague, wonderful. And an extremely powerful disaster. I mean, what that killed Liana even with auto wall. So one thing that I really like about this game is the way that all the abilities and skills are useful in the right situation, just because the situations themselves are so varied. So one thing that I really haven't used up to now, haven't used very much at least, is the reflect status, which seems to be the best way of surviving that disaster attack. So I've heaped auto reflect, auto wall, auto haste and multi-proof on Ivy, and the intention is basically that she's going to solo this fight. See if that works. It leaves the others without very much to do. Although I just remembered something Alicia should have done, but she'll get another turn soon. So, pretty much the usual, immune to regen of course, and I've had to take off Ivy's use black magic, so I'll throw a poison dust rather than... Oh right, that also got reflected. However, I can use potions. I should have used black magic instead of white, because white isn't helping. Well, I suppose I could Fury up the Phantom for a little bit of extra damage. Actually, more than a little. Okay. I think I've got this one now. What do you say we speed things up a bit here? And I'm gonna cheat and not let you dispel it either. Does Ivy even have dispel? Oh, she does. Not that it matters. There's still nothing you can do. I mean, the only thing he could do would be physically attack twice in a row, but it doesn't seem he's just too stupid to think of that. So far, at least. I wonder if I could at this point try reviving the others. That was the wrong time to do it. Oh, that was fun. Fine, whatever. You win. Bye. Well, that was one way to do it. 2 million kicks. Proof of persistence. I think that's the last we'll be seeing of him. Well, the name of the item. Here we are. Awarded for finally defeating that pesky phantom. Very nice. And yes, 2 million kicks. Well, with that I can certainly check out the Cloaked Merchant in Saria. if he's still there. And it gets me that much closer to being able to look at the one in Sisona. So I'm now just going to continue making my way back through the dungeon and see you at the other side. So the main thing that Namida has told me is in this update is some more Monster Hunter bosses, and in fact one can now get to the end of this side quest. I don't know how many more bosses there are, but I'm certainly curious to test them out. There's a pair of weird bugs outside my E-ranges. If you can hunt them, we'll have a nice prize for you. Okay, we know where to go. So outside the Mai ranges should mean on this screen, so I'm just going to... Hello, the character there has completely disappeared. These are the normal zombies, I think. Yes. So I'll keep looking around here until I find something new. I knew as soon as the boss music started that I'd found what I was after. Warbugs. Well, Alicia should just attack because Liana has the Death Master. They don't have anything anyway. Okay, they have flair and a pretty strong physical. 220,000 HP. Immune to a lot of things. High resist to weak, and I probably won't bother trying to cast it. So really just try and take these down by attacking and healing. Oh, they also have an instant death attack. Wonderful. And I can't switch Aisha in because she leaves anytime you go back to the outside world. So let's put Harley in for some extra healing. Oh, they also have a version of trauma that drains your MP. This battle I may end up going through quite a few Phoenix Wings. I've just noticed I'm actually not doing very much damage, so let's get some adrenaline buffs on as well if they will give me time. That wall went up just in time. Okay, now we're about halfway done with the first one. Yeah, let's get some extra damage with Disaster. Actually, that's by far my best source of damage at the moment. I should have been using more of it. Yeah, switch in Amanda, cast Disaster again. Oh, that's interesting. That didn't give her the instant death. Nearly there. I'll just finish this one off and then revive Amanda. Yay! Well, that was quite a long battle, so I'm just going to cut to the end of this one. You've seen how it goes. So, as with the last few monster hunter bosses, I'm doing this one very late in the game because it's just been added. I do wonder what this fight would have been like if I'd done it when it first became available in terms of story progression, but I will find that out fairly soon, I think, in my low-level game, so that will be fun. AP for everyone, although Ivy is the only one I really care about at this point. 2 elixirs. And I think we just go back to the Monster Hunter hut to see what they have to say. Wow, you got the warbugs. Nice. Well, as promised, you get a reward. You can choose 50,000 kicks or plutonium. I think plutonium is a blue magic I don't have yet. I'm going to look very silly if it's one I do have. Oh, that was Atomic Blast. That's the one that I extreme damage to all enemies. Very nice. That's the one that I thought I got from one of the bosses and then disappeared from my list for some reason. So it is nice to have that back. Namida has confirmed that Shockwave is permanently missable. I don't know about Hellspawn, there may be another source for that. And then there are 5 more endgame ones that I don't have yet. Well, I was a bit confused by something Namida had said, which gave me the impression that I just needed to fight 10 random battles in between Monster Hunter bosses and the next one would be available. There are other triggers. You have to pass certain points in the storyline to unlock them, but I thought that because I'm coming back and doing them all at the end of the game, I would be able to get them all. But Namida says that's not true. I have to do the next storyline boss before I can get any further with this side quest. But since I did the 10 random battles before I knew about this, I've got a few more water touches which I can sell, and I'm going to head over to Saria. To see what this cloaked merchant has to offer. Right at the back, I think. He is still there. Ah, it's another Ultra HP. And since several of my characters are getting near the cap, that may not be such a bad idea. By the way, I forgot to show this explicitly, but since Harley no longer needs AP, I've taken his AP Turbo off and given him Ultra HP and Ultra MP permanently. So that'll be good for him when the party splits up, and I'm using him more regularly. The other one in Sisona has actually increased his price to 5.5 million. I'm not sure what that's about, but it will be a long time before I can afford that. So I'm going to revert to my last save when I hadn't spent that 1 million on the Ultra HP, and just see whether by some chance I can get that kind of money by the end of the game. While I'm here, I will sell off a few of the things I have that I don't need, and then it's back to Trinity Palace. I'm also going to sell all my multi-proofs, just keeping the one I have currently equipped. I don't get very much for that, but Namida has told me that there are meant to be a much more limited number of those in the game. They are no longer buyable, so it's not really fair that I should keep the ones I have. They're not. He's made them no longer buyable because they are too overpowered. There are still 3 you can get. One was from a cloaked merchant earlier, and one was from the multiple choice chest in the Mai ruins, but I didn't get either of those, so I should only have the one. Okay, we're back here The balloon doesn't let you get to this save point directly, only to the central hub, so I fought a few more random encounters on my way in, got a few more level ups. Alicia has 255 strength, which I think may be the cap. When she next levels up, we'll know for certain. And Harley is very close to maximum level, which will free up another 2 slots for him to equip other abilities. Ah, that's good. It's always nice to get one of the hoarders because I can get the Hyper Elixir Steel very easily now I have Theft Master. Well, Alicia's strength didn't go up any further, so I'm pretty sure now that 255 is the cap. Which means I shouldn't have given her the strength drainer for as many levels as I did, but that's okay. Tara has it now. And it's time to move on. In the Master Chamber, your party will be divided into 2 groups of 4 characters. You may swap members between groups or rejoin into one large party near the exits to the Master Chamber. You will not be able to leave the Master Chamber while your party is split. You must first bring both groups near an exit and rejoin together. While your party is split, you will have access to a rare item called Warp Spear. This can only be used outside of battle and will teleport the active party back to here. You may switch between parties at any of the switch points indicated by yellow hexagrams. This includes the switch point the other party is currently on. When your group divides into 2 parties, the groups will be made up of the first and last 4 characters in your lineup. Okay, so we've reached this point. We have to decide how we're going to split up the team. One thing's for absolute certain, the 2 thieves need to be on opposite halves so that I can steal. Alicia also has use special, so I want her to go opposite Vince. Aisha and Ivy are my 2 most powerful characters, having white and black magic, so it's good to keep them on opposite teams. I'm trying to think if there's any specific white magic that Harley has. Well, Ivy has nearly everything, so Harley should probably go opposite Aisha. I also want to split up Liana and Tara. But that means this top group is rather deficient in black magic. So I might swap Amanda and Harley. That's a really tough decision. One thing that might change my decision is, of course, that I still have a use blue magic that I can give to someone. I don't have very many blue magic items on me at the moment, but I have enough. Solidity is an important one. Crippling Strike. Unfortunately, I should have thought of this in advance and not given the plutonium to Ivy. Then again, when I had it, I didn't know which blue magic it was. I could also go back to earlier areas and collect more of those, but I don't think that's very important at the moment. So Amanda and Ivy both have disaster, so let's keep them split up so that both teams have access to that. Yeah, I think this split is the best I'm going to get. I like the fact that this team has 3 characters all on level 80 and this has none. Okay. XCS, that sounds like it is another blue magic. It's radar, so I'm being given several of the early game blue magics because of the split. And this is nothing new, so I'll just fight through this. So, a couple of observations after that fight. The first is that this party is really handicapped by not having anyone who has the haste move. So, I'm going to change my mind yet again and switch Harley and Amanda. So, this party no longer has anyone who can cast Disaster, but Aisha does have all the other powerful black magics. Of the members of this party, of the top party, not counting Aisha because I can't change her equipment, Harley is the only one with a good magic stat. So it is definitely time, I think, for him to take up the use blue magic. And, wouldn't you know, he happens to have a slot free. So that's a somewhat random selection of blue magics, but I hope I'll get more. Spooky Gem. I don't know what that is. It's another blue magic. Ghost Breath. But I only have one of them, so I have to decide now whether Harley or Ivy gets it. But Harley's quite a way behind, so I'll give it to him. Okay, these are just more old enemies. By the way, Alicia has the Theft Master at the moment, so I'm not going to get the Hyperlixir steals from every battle with this party. I'll just leave it to Alicia's team to get as many of those, to get far more of those than I will ever need. And that battle made me realise that this party is crippled by not having anyone with the Dream black magic, so I'm going to change my mind yet again. This time Aisha swaps for Amanda, so the top party has white and black magic, and in the bottom party Aisha has both, but only partial lists, but Ivy can cover her deficiencies in both. And that reminds me, I should check to see what I want to learn next with Ivy. Static is probably not useful because most enemies this far into the game should be immune to it. I don't care about Absorb or Osmosis. I don't really care about any of the remaining things, but I'll get Amnestone, and just in case we run into anything that casts debuffs. And now, moving onward yet again, what is this switch? Okay, that toggles all the fire barriers. I think I can see how this is going to work. When I'm here, this lets me switch to the other party, and if they go and hit the switch at the back, Malcontors are very... That's nothing like Aisha's voice, so who cares? Malcontors are very powerful. Be careful and don't feel bad about escaping. Let's give this a try. Hi, how's Virus? Don't know yet what it's vulnerable to, but now we know something. Ivy has Dispel, but first I'll cast Haste on herself so that she can scan as quickly as possible. That's a lot of statuses already. Okay, fairly powerful physical, and of course inflicts Ivy with virus. Uh, 150,000. Pretty much as expected. It is vulnerable to poison, although I don't think I'll need that. Okay, it can cast a very powerful trauma. That was close. Good thing I put the wall up. Bad thing I didn't put the wall up. Anyway, I hit the switch so the other party can go through that gateway. These are just old enemies. And now I have to go back to this switch point so I can see what's through this door. Looks like a forced encounter, which may be a mini-boss. No, it's just the same encounter I just fought. So this just gets us to another switch point. So one little thing I picked up from that battle is I do have to go into Learn Blue Magic and Learn Charge, which costs 50 AP before I can actually use any of the blue magics. Talking of which, I got... Oh, I already have that one. Okay, already got all of those. Well, Solidity is a very useful one to have. Now, which way am I going? I want to hit this. Why? I think that I'll find out why when I get onto this charge station. Ooh, we have two new monsters, one of which is called a Nuisancer and inflicts statuses. That sounds very nasty. Remedy and Spooky Gem, which... Oh, the Spooky Gem is the blue magic that I just got for Harley, and now Ivy has a copy as well. Okay. Generally we want to take the Cura Sphere down as quickly as possible. Blunick is the other new enemy, and I don't like its trauma ability, so let's paint. Oh, well, I can't cure owner because of zombie. So this is not off to a great start. At least I've got rid of that. Oh, and now Ivy is silenced, so I can't even Esuona. Fortunately, Remedy will take care of that. Oh, and I just noticed Amanda's also zombie. Sorry, Amanda. Eclipse. Fortunately, that barely hurts. It's now taking our MP as well. And it's pretty strong because Alicia can only do 4,000 even with a critical. I don't like all these statuses, especially when I don't have multi-proof anymore. Still, I've got to do my duty and scan. Right, 100,000, I've barely scratched it so far. Yes, very high defense and spirit. Immune to weakness and meltdown and poison. Vulnerable to zombie but immune to regen. This is definitely a nuisance. So that's what Ghost Breath does, although it actually healed Ivy because of the zombie, I suppose. Well, that's one of them down. I should scan this as well. Blunick, what have you got to offer? Blizzard, for one, which is rather low-powered. Only 70,000. Vulnerable to everything, so I should... well, Tara's asleep at the moment, so I can't hit it with... breaker attack. Okay, it tried to drain her magic, but that was also reversed because of zombie. Very, very strange. Death Claw. Well, I'm glad that missed. And now silence. Interesting, it seems to be using all the blue magic variants, so flash fire instead of fire owner. Anyway, it's gone now, we only have to worry about this thing. We're getting there. Really have to... Well, at least I have plenty of remedies. I can't remember if they're viable or not. But now Ivy's HP is quite low, so I'm not even sure I can hit her to wake her up. Fortunately, this thing is very nearly down now. Oh great, everyone's put to sleep except Alicia. Do I risk attacking? I think I do. And there we are, back at full strength. This will be over very soon now. But that was a difficult battle. I am not surprised it gives so much AP. Oh right, Ivy doesn't have any MP at the moment. And I can't leave the room because... Right, I don't have any MP restorative items, and I can't leave. I'm just going to save to another save slot, just in case this all goes horribly wrong. What I think I'm trying to do is stand there, switch to this party, and now I can get a bit further. Okay, so now I can hit this switch and switch party again. And soon I'll get to see what's through that door. Right, Theft Master is not so important. Right now, I want use special. Because otherwise, I'm pretty much... well, especially when there are two of these, I really need to be able to hit them with Dream as quickly as possible. Not quickly enough. Ha. Okay, now I'll be able to use Faith. And these are new, I think. Capsidy. Okay, so after a bit of mishap, I've got a party back to something resembling full strength. But these are very strong. So I'm not at all confident. I haven't tried stealing from one yet, I think. Ooh, elixir. And I need to scan. Good thing I got this skill. Okay, I haven't scanned yet. I'll risk doing it now. Okay, got it a fair way down already. That's nasty. I can't afford to lose Ivy in this. So I really hope I can get... Yeah, I can get one of them down soon. Okay, now we're doing quite a bit better. And that was a very welcome miss. Right, just one left. And since there's only one, I won't even bother dispelling its haste. I can deal with just one. So that was another very nice AP game, and because I did get my MP back, definitely save after that good result. And now we can finally take a look at what's through this door. More switch puzzles, of course. Oh, we've met up again. So I could move on to see what that monster is. Yeah, everything is still reversed. Well, you know, of the two parties, I think this is the one I prefer fighting with, so I'm going to take a look at this monster. Okay, it's just more of these. Well, I say just, but these are very, very nasty. Still, this episode's been going a long time, so I don't think I'll show this one in full. So, I got completely trounced by that fight, and I tried it again, and it turns out this is one of the touch encounters that's a fixed formation, not random, so no matter what, I'm going to have to find a way to defeat those four things all together. So this is definitely going to require some equipment changes. For one thing, I do still have... I should still have one multi-proof, but someone else currently has it equipped. Okay, I think this is the point where I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to backtrack to the start of this dungeon and regroup everyone off camera, and we'll pick up trying to get past this party again at the start of the next episode, so see you for that.